Hey guys, welcome to the July video hop for the Facebook group Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists. The creators of the group are from PM Artist Studio and they make these really great stencils. July's theme is Fly Me to the Moon. So I chose this stencil to use because I thought it had a really nice celestial look to it. When I first saw the stencil, the first thing I thought of is I wanted to try making a door, because it's exactly what it looked like. And stencils can be used in different ways. You don't have to just use them to apply some ink through. You can create things from it. So this is the door that I created. I used the stencil outline that's provided sometimes with the stencils, and I cut it out of cardstock paper, mixed media cardstock paper, because it would take some wet media. And I created a frame around it and cut everything around it except for just the one side, because I wanted to create basically where like the door would open, essentially like the hinges. And this is what it looks like when you open it. So on the inside, I didn't want to add more texture paste to it because I didn't want it to be too thick. So I have a wooden grain stencil that I use just to add a little bit of wood realism. And then there's the beautiful moon that you would see when you open up the door. The tissue paper that I used here is from Finnabair, and I just laid it out. It's quite a large piece of paper. I laid it out on the book and measured out where I wanted to put the door, and then just cut that out and glued it down with some matte medium. Once I had applied all that, I knew I wanted to add some type of watercolor galaxy, and I did that with using a combination of Distress Oxides and Lindy's Starburst sprays, because these have a lot of mica in them and shine, and then these are a little bit more matte, so it'd be kind of nice, the combination together. And because these are sprays, I didn't spray them. You don't have to always spray the ink. I just poured a little bit out onto my palette and then used a paintbrush and applied it as if it was watercolor. So then once I had the tissue paper down and did the galaxy, then I worked on my pieces and getting them ready. So again with the door, I used the stencil and I put it on the paper cut door, applied some opaque matte from Ranger texture paste, because this texture paste will actually absorb color. Other texture pastes will actually resist the color, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to completely absorb, become the color brown for the door. I had some die cuts already cut out from another project of some different flowers, and I had some stars cut out as well. The stars were embossed with gold embossing powder, and the little dots that I added to each flower, to the center of each flower, I used Liquid Pearls by Ranger. So once I had all of the pieces colored and ready to go, that's when I glued everything down. So essentially the flowers are meant to, make it look pretty and add something to the page, but they were actually meant more to cover the seam between the tissue paper and the galaxy. I had a little moon die cut as well, and I colored that with a shimmery turquoise color. And I thought that would look really cute and make it like a moon door. And the last detail that I did on this page, I took a sparkly jelly roll pen and I just created some cool little dangly strings and added some stars and dots to them. So if you'd like to see the whole process of how I created this, stay tuned. Over the next few days, I'll have a video posted of the process of making this and how I did the door So please come back and check that out if you're interested. Please watch the next video in the hop. I have all of the participant videos linked in the video description. So if you're interested, check that out because it'd be really fun to see what everybody created with the theme Fly Me to the Moon. Thank you so much for watching.